to the Let's Talk IP series. Right, today we're very happy that we are able to have a very important guest with us. Well, remember the last series I tell you I was trying to be a celebrity, but I think I have to be realistic, right? So today we have Irene, our very special guest and a very good friend, to talk IP together.
IP. I'm here to learn IP from the lawyer. I don't have the past episode, but if you read any of my interview, my childhood dream is to be a lawyer.
And my childhood dream is to be a celebrity.
Yeah, I even joined the school debate team and became the captain, so that I think I'm going to be a lawyer. Yeah, but then I realized that the lawyer not just talk, must say one. So that's why I end up as an actress.
But she's not just an actress. She's also a very successful businesswoman.
Yeah.
So today let's start on a note on business IP. I know there's also a lot of legal IP, right? We don't want to drive you to sleep. But let's talk about IP for business. Alright, and Irene is not only run restaurant, she runs an entertainment business, she runs maid agency, and then she also operates a 诈骗集团. Cannot say. Just kidding. So she's a very experienced businesswoman, right? So maybe Irene, let me ask you the first question. When you run your business, do you consciously think about intellectual property?
I think about 15 years ago, I came in touch with my course and also understand about trademarking in my business. So if you go to the front website, you see these 5 little girls, country one. So we have trademarked that, and also our flight agreement form, which is especially designed for which you cannot find online. So we have trademarked that 2 things. I think other than that, it's usually copyrights to the films that we do, because we don't do much music. So usually for our artists who are singers, we partner like Sony, Universal or whatever, the music company. So they take care of that part in terms of music rights. What we do and we see growing these days is a lot of content. So a lot of our artists have gone on social media and they have created their own content. And so what I'm here today is to find out from the lawyer which part is mine and which part is the client's, or which part is mine or which part belongs to Instagram or Facebook. Because one day they tell me, say, you don't post so much things. Because my phone very full already, so I think everything just put into Facebook. So I'm quite active on IG and Facebook. And then one day my friends scared me and said, one day you're just going to wake up and say that you have to pay this $5,000 because
keep your content.
It's $1 per photo. If you count the Facebook of how much photos you have, each of us may end up paying tens of thousands. I think mine will be 10,000. So just $1 per photos. Or you have to give up your rights to Facebook, who can use all these rights. So I don't know if that's a myth or that's a truth. The other thing that I'm most concerned is that the opportunity cost, if we are to do something and there's a brand involved, if they don't take down up to a certain time, let's say after the campaign, what will happen to our future opportunities? Because competitors may not want to use you if you are seen endorsing an program, but actually you are paid for that one day shoot.
Right. So it's like content left online,
yes. So what we have done is over the past, I think maybe the past 5 years, we have slowly put that clause into our contract with artists to say you can put it up on, say, your Facebook for how long. We will also have to share. Of course, when we run a campaign with our partners, we want our partners to be successful in the campaign, right? So let's say if you have online live stream sale, okay, let's put it up until, let's say, Christmas sale, until end of the year, so that will cost, so we started introducing loading fees for the artists. And it is perpetual loading, and unfortunately most of the time, client always dream, they cannot tell you, so we have to advise them, but usually they want it forever and ever. They say, but then I pay you the
that's quite common. I think one topic we brought up was very common, is ownership of copyrights.
Of our content.
Okay. I think a lot of creators right nowadays, they don't know whether or not if I post something do I own it or the party paying me that's owning it?
Yeah.
And I think like for copyrights in Singapore, it's developed quite a lot. I think in this year as well, there are many developments. There's a new copyright bill that's actually just been read.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so but it's not come into force yet. So I think one of the things that they were, I think the issue that they were trying to do or help in the previous bill. So the default position by right is whoever owns, whoever creates the content owns the copyright fee, right? But then, for example, there are certain exceptions under the current Copyright Act that caters for the opposite position, the commissioning party will by default own it unless contracted out. So that's to protect, for example, wedding photographers. Say I get married and I hire Ellen as my photographer.
Yeah, then you don't own your
And I don't own my wedding photo.
I think I saw online.
Big hoo-ha. And then like I want to go and post, and then I go and edit. Then while my photographer like damn it at me, like why don't you go and edit the photo without my permission? But then it's me on the picture. So I think that
I want to put mustache or
exactly. Correct. Yeah. So that was the issue that we were trying to resolve. But I think really the public doesn't really know. Even with the act, having that default position, it became very, very confusing. So do I fall under the exception? I think you brought up like for example jokes. You've written the script, right?
Yeah.
And then like does it fall under the exceptions?
Yeah, so if a client say a bank hired me to do a stand-up for 30 minutes and I wrote a script for them, right? And then it's about how I deal with COVID and work from home.
Right.
Okay, so a lot of the topics in the past 2 years was like that, right? How do I stay safe as I mean? So I will use tips and all this. And these tips cannot change when I go to another company, let's say insurance company.
Yeah.
Because it is me, right?
Right.
Yet the bank has the right to say, no, you cannot, because we paid you so many $1,000 to write this script. But I cannot change my tips, man.
Right.
So how does that work?
I think those kind of stuff you have to look at whether it falls under the exception. Of course, we're still in the current act, right? The new Copyright Act bill that comes into effect, by default, we won't have this distinction anymore. All the authors will own it unless expressed.
So authors will own the right.
Authors will own the right.
But
the bill haven't come into effect, so we are looking to wait maybe sometime.
The new bill is intended to protect creators.
Yeah. So I think
creators.
that's
for the photographer, which is hired for the wedding.
for now. The position is
the new bill that will change.
But the new bill, everything will change. So they will remove the copyright. So by default, creator. Yeah.
Wow.
So then you have the power to then say, I think it's important in contracts, right? I think when we deal with the banks, and it's important to know, okay, who owns the copyright.
Yeah, even something as minuscule as, let's say, for example, I'm doing a showroom, my showroom, and then I would have like different of my banks or different of my insurance company or different products to put in the showroom. Right? I ever then I put it on Facebook, say, okay, you know what? During COVID, I pivoted from live event to online event, and these are the things I can do.
Yeah.
Then I have a client call me and say, you need to put out. But it's my right, because it's my video, ma.
Yeah. So I think it's
So that's
important.
very real. So because the event is theirs, but I recorded it, and then I'm in it.
Yeah.
So who is the author?
So it's important to, I think, spell it out under the contract.
I tell you, she's standing there. She's actually taking notes.
Because
Spell it out in the contract.
and I think the act is also fair. It allows the parties to contract out, right? Unless if you don't state it clearly, then default position or
Default position is currently like
creator, unless you fall under photograph. There are a few exceptions, photographs.
so creator is what I want to change. Creator is who I create.
Exactly.
But you see the thing is, in the past 2 years, we created some campaigns for the clients and some government messaging as well. So they commissioned us to create those content posted on our site. So who's the author? Them or us? Then on top of that, there's a director and there's a scriptwriter. So who is the author for?
So you see, that's why there can be a lot of grey areas. So make sure in the contract, right, all these grey areas you spell it out clearly, so that there is no dispute, right? In the event you want to use, or the bank thinks they'll feel that it belongs to them, and then they will let you use.
Okay.
But maybe I also want to highlight 2 points as you were talking. Now, do note that copyright law may differ across countries, especially in our globalized age today, right? You go overseas and don't assume that because the law is like that in Singapore, you go to China, you go exactly the same way. This, it doesn't. So, make sure you get it clarified. And second thing is that think of the worst case scenario, right? Because once you fight, you go to court. Is the proof that's always the most difficult.
Yeah.
You may say this belongs to me. The court said proof to me.
So for example, like this fish company hired Wang Ling, to sell fish. Who is the author?
Fish company
Or
hired Wang Ling
to do a
sell
Facebook
fish.
Live.
Sell fish on social media.
to sell fish on social media.
So like yes,
This I'm testing the legal knowledge, so I better keep quiet. Well, so again, we don't know what's the contractual agreement between the fish
You
company.
always have to go back to the contractual terms. And I think this one we need to.
So the Copyright Act is the default. That means in the absence of a contractual agreement, right, then you go back to the Copyright Act. So to understand it generally, the Act recognizes the creator to own whatever the content that's created.
Yeah, I think that we since everyone here, I think we know the big people and
Legal disclaimer, this is not legal advice. Depending on situation.
You have the exposure to Ministry of Law. Okay, because I think I have exposure to Ministry of Communications. I want to ask you, like, can you tell them that in today's context, today's context, you brand from forward. So in today's context, actually, especially the youth, if you try to be relevant and you want to resonate with the youth, right, you really need to understand and change and improve and look into all these content creators' copyrights. Because now, in 20 years ago, if you ask a secondary school boy or girl, what do you want to be when you grow up? Lawyer,
Doctor.
doctor. Today they all, I just want to be an influencer.
Yeah.
So that is going to be growing, okay? And a report that I read last week from the US actually did state that when they asked them what kind of career, everyone just like majority they want to be invited to dinners at restaurants, they want to be given free clothes, free makeup, free watch, have a lifestyle of the rich and famous without working. To them that is work. Posting today, I'm trying different watch. Oh, I tried this skincare, doesn't work. Let me try this one. So, I think the Ministry of Law and the bill or whatever, they need to look more into copyrights of content. And then you have in the micro level, you have the micro influencers. On a macro level, you will have the artists agency or the production houses or agencies, the likes of the movie engineers. So who owns the rights in terms of promoting something online? Whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Well, Irene, that's a very good question. But to give you the answer, you have to come back and join us in the next session.
Most people don't care to understand IP until they make a profit. Don't be most people. Learn IP, capitalize and get smart with it. I hope you learned something about IP with us today. Follow us, subscribe, and see you at our next episode.